Yo, welcome to The Big Take. I'm your host, John Red, here to bring you the biggest take in professional open bodybuilding. And I'm here today in this Canadian tuxedo to talk to you guys about why I think that Nick Walker might have inadvertently improved his quad balance by tearing his hamstring and not being able to be in the Olympia. Now, I looked at a physique update from Nick that just looks fucking unbelievable, and I noticed that his left quad actually looks smaller than his right, which kind of makes sense because the hamstring tear was in the left hamstring. And I know you can still do a little bit of quad work if you tear your hamstring to try to keep it beefed up, but guys, it's still gonna shrink, right? So Nick Walker already has an imbalance in his quads in that his right quad sweep, his vastus lateralis, is that how you fucking say it?
We're going to look at this vastus lateralis muscle here, okay?
I don't know, but the tie-in is much shorter than that of his left quad, right? It's about 6 inches down from the hip, and the left quad comes up almost to the hip. Now, you want your quad sweeps to be all the way up to the hip if possible, but that's just a complete genetic thing. And I know Nick Walker sometimes looks at his quads and feels like Ace Ventura in When Nature Calls when he gets shot by those 2 bow and arrows in the leg, right? Like, so yeah, that's got to be a little bit frustrating. So the thing is, maybe Nick Walker actually created balance by adding another imbalance in his quads. So check this out. If you're a fucking ugly motherfucker, hopefully you can at least be smart, right? And if you're a dumbass, hopefully you can at least be attractive. So that's an imbalance, but it's actually a balance because it's good and bad. So you got that thing kind of going on with Nick's quads. If the right quad is going to be shorter, well, hopefully it can be a little bit bigger than the left quad. The total volume is technically going to be the same, so we're going to have to see how that actually pans out. But if you look at pictures of Nick back in the day in his previous preps, I mean, it's a pretty obvious discrepancy between the quad sweep tie-ins. And I have a hunch that he actually might have fixed that by fucking up his hamstring. Kind of a blessing in disguise kind of deal. Now, the updates that he has of his quads, a lot of them, especially where he looks ridiculous, you can't see all the way up to the hip, right? So you can't get the full feel, the full look of how it's going to look when he's in his trunks on the stage at the New York Pro. But it might have worked to his favor, believe it or not. And I guess we'll have to see, but the whole thing is creating a balance, an imbalance to counteract an imbalance, creating balance. Like a double negative is a positive kind of thing. So I think that's all I have to say, guys. I guess we'll see what happens when Nick Walker hits the stage, and we'll see if that imbalance makes that balance and balances out every fucking thing. All right, bye. I'm done. Bye.